I do want to particularly focus on why there are problems. Why do problems exist in the world today? And why are people suffering? I mean, have you ever given any thought to why there are problems? Or do you know why there are problems? Do you know why there are problems in the world? No. Wendy? No? Have you ever thought about it? Yeah. So I too had thought about that, and in the course of my life journey, I wanted to figure out, well, how can I ask and answer that question properly? And I realized there's two reasons why people have problems. The world has problems. And it's based on, and these are not my original thoughts, by the way, but I realized that what I read was true. It's based on science and religion. Traditional science teaches that the world came about, the universe came about by some random accident, not necessarily in any particular order. And that was taught all throughout school. I'm a zoologist by training, I'm a scientist by training, and so I learned all those things. And we are about experimenting and testing things, and there's nothing wrong with that. That's actually a good thing. The other aspect of the teachings or the core beliefs is that religion in general teaches that man is sinful. At least that's how I grew up. You may not have grown up that way, but that's how I grew up. Based on those two core beliefs, because throughout my whole life, everything I did was around that my nature was sinful, that I'm therefore limited, that I'm at the mercy of chances in life, that, what else? Some typical beliefs that people have, that life is a valley of sorrows. Some people believe that the human body is inferior and naturally deteriorates as you get older. Well, that's kind of evident because I am older and my body is getting kind of wretched, right? But that's the core belief, okay? Another belief is that we're all doomed because of this concept of what we call original sin. You've heard of original sin? We can write another book about that if we choose to. I learned when I was growing up that I must deny my flesh in order to save my soul. And I came from a very religious background, not knocking it because, it has a place in our lives and it brings us comfort when we are hurting, when someone is sick, or when there's death. We reach to and go to our faith to find solace and comfort and explanations for why things happen the way they do. So I'm not pushing against or knocking any of it. Another thing that we have been told was that or at least I was told, is that I'm helpless because of my personality and my characteristics that I was born with. I have the truth and no one else has it. Or a group that says, we have the only truth and no one else has it. The church that I was a part of, not knocking it, our core belief was that we were the only true church. There is no other right religion except ours. And anybody else who was a part of a different religion was wrong. And so I kind of grew up with that. Although in my heart of heart, I felt like something wasn't quite right with that. I'm thinking, how can that possibly be so? Because truth is everywhere, I thought, but my teachings didn't mirror that. So I live with that. How about this? I have no control over my life experiences. I'm at the mercy of circumstances and conditions that are out of my control, or worse, those that I don't understand. Okay? How about this? There's something wrong with money. Because people who are wealthy, they must have gotten it, they must be greedy, they must have gotten it illegally. There's something wrong with the system. I'm poor, how come I don't have any? That kind of concept, so I grew up with that. And how about this? I'm not creative, I have no imagination. I'm too old to go back to school. I can never do what I really want to do. Ever heard of that one? Or how about this? I'm fat. I have bad luck. Good and bad happens because of rewards and punishments based on some esoteric system that we have no control over. Those are some core beliefs that permeate our society and, in my opinion, are the reason why we're suffering. Those core beliefs are what shape our life experiences, because what you may not realize is this: your thoughts, your behaviors, your emotions, how you see yourself in your life are what determine your life experiences. And that's because you are a creative being. You're more than the physical. You're more than what we see. You're hearing and tasting and smelling. And this workshop series is about helping you to have a good understanding of that, so you can take a look at your life and decide how you want to move forward.